Kim Jong Un's secret parties are extravagant and controversial, reflecting the stark contrast between his lavish lifestyle and the hardships faced by ordinary North Koreans. These events often take place on his private island resort, referred to as North Korea's Ibiza, which features luxurious amenities such as a sylvan palace, private airstrip, railway, sports complex, and a 400-foot catamaran. Guests, including high-profile visitors like Dennis Rodman, have reported jet skiing, high-end alcohol, and numerous servants catering to their needs. Welcome back to The Wealthiest, where you will learn the ins and outs of the world's elite, how they live, and how they spend their accumulated wealth. Let's get started. Kim's taste for the finer things in life have been legendary since he became supreme leader of North Korea in 2011. His estimated net worth is at least $5 billion. Like other billionaires, he enjoys splurging on a vast array of high-end cars, a sizable real estate holding, and the greatest food that can be imported illegally. This contrasts sharply with the estimated 60% of North Korea's 26 million residents who are now struggling to make ends meet and live below the poverty line. This is the insider account of Kim Jong Un's extravagant lifestyle, from his line of mansions to his multi-million-dollar watch collection. There's an astounding array of hideaways available to Kim for when he's not making public appearances. According to reports, he is the owner of 17 castles spread over North Korea, one of which has a 500-meter runway in Wonsan. Pyongyang, the nation's capital, is home to Central Luxury Mansion, his primary residence. Multiple military forces, a high-voltage electric fence, and even minefields guard the nuclear attack-proof palace. It even has tunnels linking it to some of his other properties and an underground train station. However, Kim also possesses the same billionaire must-have his own private party island that Richard Branson is famed for when he wants to be let free. Kim and NBA icon Dennis Rodman have an odd bond. In 2013, Rodman told The Sun about a hedonistic week-long bender he had on the island. Rodman remarked, "Kim's island is amazing. It's similar to visiting Hawaii or Ibiza, only he's the sole resident. He constantly has between 50 and 60 regular individuals in his immediate vicinity who are all laughing and sipping drinks." The closer look inside Kim Jong Un's secret parties. Kim Jong Un, the supreme leader of North Korea, is rumored to host various secretive and lavish parties. These events are shrouded in mystery and speculation, but based on defector testimonies, intelligence reports, and accounts from visitors, several types of such parties have been identified. They are as follows. Elite gatherings. These parties are for the inner circle of Kim Jong Un's regime, including high-ranking officials and trusted military leaders. The gatherings are designed to reinforce loyalty and solidarity among the elite. Lavish feasts, expensive alcohol, and imported delicacies are typical features. Pleasure squad parties. Kim Jong is rumored to have continued the tradition of his father, Kim Jong-il, by maintaining a pleasure squad, Kipumjo, a group of young women selected for their beauty to entertain high-ranking officials. These parties often include performances, karaoke, and potentially more private interactions. Celebrations of personal milestones, the supreme leader's birthdays, anniversaries of his leadership, or significant political achievements are marked by grand celebrations. These events often include fireworks, concerts, and public displays of loyalty and adulation, but the private parties for the elite are said to be even more extravagant. Cultural and music parties. Kim Jong Un is known for his interest in music and performance arts. He has hosted parties featuring performances by the Moranbong Band, a state-sanctioned girl group, and other cultural acts that promote North Korean propaganda and ideology. Sport and leisure events. Kim Jong Un, a known basketball enthusiast, has organized private basketball games and sports-related gatherings, sometimes featuring international guests. Dennis Rodman's visits to North Korea are a notable example, where private events were held, blending sports with political discourse. International guest receptions. When high-profile international guests visit North Korea, Kim Jong Un often hosts private dinners and receptions. These events aim to impress and strengthen diplomatic ties. While specific details about these parties remain speculative, the overall portrayal suggests a combination of opulence, control, and strategic purpose, reflecting both the personal tastes and political objectives of Kim Jong Un. Uncovering the secrets of Kim Jong Un's presidency in South Korea. Kim Jong Un, the president of South Korea, hosts secretive parties that are shrouded in luxury and speculation. These gatherings are a puzzle, with only a select few gaining entries. The events are filled with discussions, deals, and diplomatic maneuvers. This video aims to unravel the mysteries that have captured the imagination of the world, aiming to captivate and astonish readers. The world is left to wonder and be astonished by the mysteries surrounding Kim Jong Un. The Master Kim Jong Un Casino in Pyongyang, North Korea, is a hidden gem that only a select few have the privilege of entering. This luxurious and highly exclusive venue is located deep beneath the streets of Pyongyang, the capital city of North Korea. The level of secrecy surrounding this venue is unparalleled, with stringent security measures in place to ensure that the parties remain completely confidential. The Grand Ballroom is the centerpiece of the Master, adorned with sparkling chandeliers, FLH carpets, and exquisite decorations. It is here that guests gather to revel in the festivities. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Master is the presence of a secret casino tucked away in a discreet corner of the venue. The casino offers a thrilling escape for those who wish to try their luck, with the atmosphere being electric, with the sound of shuffling cards and the clinking of chips adding to the excitement of the night. The gambling industry is not encouraged, and there is a negative attitude towards gambling in society. However, Master Kim Jong Un Casino remains one of the few places in the country where one can engage in gambling activities, especially for the upper class of society. Outside of the time for closed parties, the Master Kim Jong Un Casino is primarily oriented towards foreign visitors, such as business tourists or foreign diplomats. Access to the casino for local residents may be restricted or even prohibited in accordance with North Korean legislation. The gambling establishment offers its guests not only gambling activities, but also various entertainment events, restaurants, and bars. The guest list for these secret parties is highly exclusive and carefully curated. Only North Korea's elite are granted access to the Master, including high-ranking government officials, military leaders, and influential figures. The most accurate and extensive information regarding specific lavish events or parties involving high-ranking political figures, especially unconventional leaders like North Korea's Kim Jong Un, typically remain strictly confidential and unavailable for public discussion. Security at such events is usually organized according to protocol and security requirements established by relevant agencies and security services. In the case of parties or events involving Kim Jong Un, security would be selected from his inner circle of aides, members of his security detail, and other specially trained and reliable individuals. The costs of Kim Jong Un's secret parties are substantial, with expenses often running into millions of dollars. These lavish events feature imported delicacies and expensive alcohol, high-end entertainment, and luxury items like Rolex watches and Mercedes cars. These activities include gold smuggling, drug production, and forced labor, collectively earning the regime significant sums of money. Therefore, Kim Jong Un the Master is a world within a world, a hidden sanctuary where the elite of North Korea come together to revel in luxury and indulge in the pleasures of life. The Grand Ballroom is filled with world-class performances that leave guests in awe, with musicians, dancers, and acrobats showcasing their skills with precision. The repertoire is carefully curated to cater to the diverse tastes of the guests, creating an immersive experience that transports attendees to another realm. The surprising impact of Kim Jong Un's secret parties. The secret parties held by Kim Jong Un are not just extravagant events filled with entertainment and luxury, but they also hold significant political implications. These meetings serve as platforms for important discussions and negotiations that shape the future of North Korea behind closed doors. Influential figures engage in conversations that have far-reaching consequences for the country's policies, strategies, and international relations. The guests who hold key positions within the Korean Workers' Party have the opportunity to shape the political landscape of the nation. The entertainment and atmosphere at these parties create an immersive experience for the guests, leaving them in awe of the talent and grandeur on display. These secret parties are not just gatherings of extravagance and luxury. They are gatherings of the elite, where important political discussions take place and decisions are made that shape the trajectory of the nation. Kim Jong Un utilizes such gatherings to engage with high-ranking officials and representatives of the country's elite. Attendance or absence from these events can influence relations between North Korea and other countries. Organizing such events is not without risks, particularly in the context of international diplomacy and political intrigues. The secrecy surrounding these gatherings may lead to rumors and speculations, exacerbating tensions in international relations. The guest list and security of his parties are strictly controlled by a vast security apparatus, ready to intervene in any extraordinary situation that may pose a threat to the leader or North Korean politics as a whole. Due to the secretive nature of these events and limited access to information, a comprehensive overview of these gatherings may remain elusive for many years, even after Kim Jong Un's death. Another crucial element at these parties is the pleasure squad. While the presence of these girls at the closed parties is unknown, some citizens and foreign observers speculate about it. It is known that the pleasure squad exists to cater to the elite of North Korea. The connection between Master's secret parties and Kim Jong Un's pleasure squads is convoluted and filled with rumors and speculation. However, there is very little precise information about this connection, and official sources from the Deer Park do not confirm such connections. Therefore, any information on this topic should be treated with caution. The sinister practice of North Korea, unveiling the truth. The pleasure squad, a sinister practice in North Korea, has been recruiting and exploiting young girls for the pleasure of the country's elite. Originating from Kim Jong Un's reign, the practice is believed to be established to fulfill his own carnal desires and maintain his power over the people. However, it may have existed even before his time and is shrouded in secrecy and hidden from the outside world. The recruitment process for the pleasure squad is both disturbing and meticulous. Soldiers, often handpicked by high-ranking officials, are tasked with selecting young girls for this role. These soldiers sometimes enter school classrooms, scanning the room for potential candidates. The girls are chosen at random, and their lives forever altered in an instant. Once selected, the girls undergo a series of examinations and assessments, with their family and medical histories closely scrutinized. Routine checkups are performed to ensure their virginity is intact. The leaders of North Korea place great importance on the purity of these girls, as it adds to the pleasure derived from their services. The chosen girls are taken away from their families, who are left in the dark about their whereabouts. They are told that their daughters are participating in important government projects, but the truth is far more sinister. The training and conditioning of the pleasure squad members are rigorous and extensive. They are taught to serve their leaders with utmost obedience and to fulfill their every desire. Some girls are sent to Hong Kong for advanced massage training, while others are sent elsewhere to learn professional singing and dancing. Their talents are used to entertain the elite. The pleasure squad is divided into 3 specialized groups, each with their own role in the elaborate parties held for the pleasure of North Korea's elite. The first group is responsible for providing sexual services, while the second group is tasked with giving massages. The third group is responsible for live singing and dancing, often performing semi-nude bodies on display for the entertainment of the guests. At the end of their service, typically between the ages of 22 and 25, the girls retire from their roles in the pleasure squad, unveiling the mysteries of the pleasure squad's specialized groups. The secretive world of the pleasure squad, divided into specialized groups, is a reflection of the complex nature of power and culture in North Korea. These parties cater to the desires of the elite, engaging in sexual acts, providing massages, and performing seductive dances for the majority of civilized societies. Kim Jong Un's formative years were shaped by an education steeped in luxury and refinement. Under the guise of a false identity, he was whisked away to the salubrious environs of Switzerland, where he emed the languages of the elite English, German, and French. This sojourn in the lap of luxury afforded him a cosmopolitan perspective, an invaluable asset for a future ruler. Upon returning to the secretive confines of North Korea, Kim Jong Un embarked on a journey of erudition, enrolling in esteemed institutions that would mold his worldview and fortify his grip on power. He delved deep into the annals of political ideology while simultaneously honing his military prowess at Kim Il-sung Military University. Despite the splendor of his rule, Kim Jong Un's penchant for extravagance knew no bounds. His omnipresent image, emblazoned on billboards and public edifices, served as a constant reminder of his exalted status. However, concerns over North Korea's human rights record and allegations of political repression garnered international condemnation, threatening to tarnish his carefully aided image. Therefore, the secret parties and pleasure squad of Kim Jong Un serve as phenomena reflecting the complex nature of power and culture in North Korea. These events portray the extravagant lifestyle of the dictator who seeks to bolster his political influence and authority through the organization of lavish and covert gatherings. Participation in these parties becomes a privilege reserved for the chosen few, contributing to the formation of a closed circle of loyal supporters. The pleasure squad of Kim Jong Un is a military force that ensures the security and fulfillment of Kim's needs, including personal security, entertainment, and services. The rise and extravagance of the dictator's regime, characterized by secret parties and secret parties, reflect the uniqueness of North Korea's political system. Final thoughts. Kim Jong Un's secret parties are extravagant affairs that starkly contrast with the everyday hardships faced by the majority of North Koreans. These events typically take place in luxurious and secluded locations such as his private island resort, often referred to as North Korea's Ibiza. This island features a sylvan palace, a private airstrip, a railway, and extensive sports facilities. These parties are characterized by opulent displays of wealth, including high-end alcohol, lavish feasts, and various forms of entertainment. Notable guests have included Dennis Rodman, who has shared details of his experiences jet skiing, dining on fine foods, and enjoying the extravagant hospitality provided by Kim Jong Un. The contrast between these lavish gatherings and the severe poverty faced by the general population is striking. While Kim and his inner circle indulge in these luxurious activities, many North Koreans suffer from food shortages and economic deprivation. This dichotomy highlights the stark inequalities within the country and underscores the leader's prioritization of his personal pleasures over the well-being of his people. If you liked our video, please leave a comment letting us know what you liked and why. And be sure to subscribe to our channel to show your support and not miss any upcoming content. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. Until then, dream big and shoot for the stars.